Hey bass players, I hope you're doing well out there. It's time for another bass shootout. This time we have a duel of the double buckers. In this corner we have the ever popular American-made Ernie Ball Stingray Special HH. And his German opponent, the sleek, versatile Warwick Pro Series Corvette double buck.
I must break you.
Obviously, my Corvette is a 5-string, but we'll get the idea of the tonal differences and similarities, and we'll just ignore the B-string for this demo. Before we get to the tones, let's look at the specs between these bottom-dwelling brethren. A 4-string Pro Series Corvette lists for around $3,000 and is $3,500 for a 5-string. The Stingray Special HH is slightly less expensive, for around $2,700 for a 4-string and $3,000 for a 5. Both feature two dual-coil pickups, an 18-volt preamp for the Stingray and a 9-volt preamp for the Corvette. The Stingray features a 5-way switch for pickup options paired with a volume, treble, mid, and bass controls. The Corvette has a volume, treble, bass with no mid, but it adds a blend knob and 3-way toggle switches for series, parallel, and single coil for each pickup. When in single coil mode, the Corvette uses the coil closest to the bridge or closest to the neck. That's a whole lot of tonal options, as we'll hear later. I've spent a lot of years playing Stingrays, so I'm really at home with this bass, but I gotta say, the Warwick is super comfortable too. There's something about the Warwick neck that just makes you want to play it. The Stingray has an alder body, while the Corvette's is swamp ash. The roasted maple Stingray neck features 22 frets on an 11-inch radius rosewood fretboard. The Corvette sports an oven call neck with 24 brass frets seated into a much flatter 20-inch radius Wingate fretboard. The Stingray features its iconic high-mast bridge, but you have a lot more control over the setup with the Corvette's 2-piece 3D bridge and its adjustable nut. Both feature bolt-on necks. As far as weight, these new Stingray Specials are super light. This one comes in around 8 pounds, and my Corvette 5-string, which has a little bit more body mass and neck mass, still only comes in around 9 pounds. Both basses come with a deluxe padded gig bag. Now let's take a look at the pickup spacing. The bridge dual coil on the Stingray is around 6.5 centimeters from the bridge, where the Corvette is closer at 5 centimeters. In single coil mode, the Corvette is closer to where you would place a jazz pickup. The neck pickup on the Stingray is much further towards the neck. It's measuring 15 centimeters from the bridge versus the 11 centimeters of the Corvette. The back coils of the Stingray neck pickup are closer to where you'd have a jazz bass if there was an option to have single coil. The Corvette's neck pickup in single coil is really close to where you'd have a precision pickup, and in single coil mode, it really has some similar tonal qualities. Before we get started with the tone demos, just want to let you know I did put a fresh set of D'Addario NYXLs on both basses. Okay, let's hear some tones. First we have our standard coils 1 and 2 in parallel. Here's what they sound like. Now we have coils 1 and coils 4 in parallel mode. And now we have all 4 coils in parallel mode. Okay, now we got a combination that the Corvette can't do, and that's coils 2 and 3 in parallel mode, and it sounds like this. And finally, we have coils 3 and 4 in parallel mode. Let's listen to it on both. And now let's hear coil 1 in single coil only, and that's something that the Stingray can't do. And now let's listen to coil 4 by itself in single coil, again, something that's only available on the Corvette. Now we got a lot more tonal options available on the Corvette. We could run through everything again in series. It's a little bit louder and darker. Briefly take a listen to the neck pickup first in series. Versus the neck pickup in parallel. And we'll do the same thing for the bridge pickup. We'll start with series. And here's what it sounds like in parallel. The single coil tones on the Corvette are really awesome, and I like to blend the single coil with the opposing pickup in parallel. So let's take a listen to that. We'll do in between, and we'll have the bridge coil in single coil, and we'll have the neck pickup in parallel. It sounds like this. Blend it towards the neck. Now blend it back towards the neck, blend it back towards the bridge. And we can do the opposite too. One of my favorite tones is doing the neck pickup in single and doing the bridge pickup in parallel and blending back towards the bridge just a little bit. Sounds like this. Get a nice fat, neck tone along with the really bright parallel of the bridge pickup. Really big and full. It's a great tone. Just blend it back towards the bridge just a tad bit. A lot of this stuff is super subjective. It's really whatever bass speaks to you when you're holding it or when you're playing it or the tones that come out of it. And for me, the Corvette is the winner as far as playability, tonal options, and just tones in general. But when it comes to nailing that iconic Stingray scoopy tone, especially with coils 1 and 2 in parallel, there's nothing that can beat a Stingray. So what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below, and be sure to like and subscribe because you don't want to miss future shootouts like this one. Hey, thanks for watching today's video. I hope to see you again soon. Take care.